finally might get a full game here at Metricon. Are you excited to have a bit of clear weather this time?
Yeah, I was just saying before, there's not a cloud in the sky. I think the field was covered in ice 45 minutes before play last week, so it was interesting to get on. You know, that just shows how good a ground it is to get on 45 minutes to an hour later. So we're looking forward to it, and yeah, New Year's Day, what better way to start off the new year?
Not too many changes in the squad, just sort of keeping the faith with the guys, hopefully they can turn it around.
Yeah, I think so. Look, it is 2020, so you do have to show faith. The more you chop and change, I think, you know, you look at the teams over the years, the more successful teams are the stable teams, so we've gone with that theory, and yeah, we'll see how we go. As I said, it's 2020, we just need the match winner to be on our change room rather than theirs.
It's kind of the last chance, though, for a few of these blokes that haven't quite performed yet?
Possibly, yeah, but, you know, our message to them is to keep playing fearless cricket, because, you know, the moment you go into your shell, especially in this format of the game, you're going to struggle. So go out there, play with your freedom. But yeah, we're out there and to be confident and back your players. You know, guys haven't scored probably the runs they would have liked, but it is what it is, and hopefully we can turn it around, yeah, in the new year.
Chris, it's a day game, which is a pretty rare thing for a BBL, mate. Do you have to do anything differently for that?
Not really. We've been training this time of the day, so we're sort of acclimatised to the sun and the high balls, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. I'm actually really looking forward. I love day games, so yeah, really looking forward to it. And then yeah, trek back to Brisbane and put the feet up, hopefully with a win. But yeah, it's something different. I actually hope there's a few more day games next year, but I've no doubt the crowd will roll in. It's going to be a fun day, great atmosphere as normal.
We've spent a fair bit of money on this wicket. What's it like to bat?
Well, the scores haven't been as high as we probably would have wanted, but I think it's no fault of the wicket. It's probably just due to poor batting. I believe the wicket's getting better every game, and you know, we wanted to replicate the Gabba wicket, but I think it's unfair within 8 months of the drop-in wicket to replicate the Gabba. So I have no doubt next year it's going to be a superb batting wicket. But for now, you just got to grind away and play to the conditions, and it might be a little bit slower and a little bit lower, but it is what it is, and it's fair for both teams. So, as I said, it's not the wicket that's under the pump, it's the batters, I believe.
So do you want a few more games here at this pitch? You know, obviously you haven't had the best luck so far, but are you keen to come back next year and play a bit?
Yeah, absolutely keen to come back. Not sure about how many games, because I absolutely love the Gabba and thrive at the Gabba, so, but everyone's different. And yeah, look, playing cricket at the Gold Coast, we come down a few days early just to soak up the atmosphere and get amongst the water. A few of the country boys aren't too keen on the water, so it's good to get them out of their comfort zone. And you know, we're staying at Royal Pines on the golf course, and I know a lot of boys love their golf, so it feels like home for a lot of them. But yeah, cricket on the Gold Coast, you know, just got to look up to see how great it is.
Are there any aspects of the last few games that have given you heart for tomorrow?
What do you mean by that? Like,
well, you know, you haven't had a great run, but obviously, you know, there's some positives to the last few games.
Yeah, we've got plenty of positives out of the first couple of games. I think not to lose early wickets with our batting, and I think the Sixers will be in the same boat. You know, with the games we've lost early wickets inside the power play, so we're going to look to dominate there. In saying that, I don't want our boys going in the shell. You know, we're going to, as I said, play fear-free cricket, go out there, have fun. We've got the match winners, and hopefully that match winner is on our side for a change. But yeah, we've traditionally been slow starters in the BBL, so hopefully we can turn that round and, as I said, start the new year with a bang.
It's tough to not lose wickets with your top three, like the way that they bat.
Yeah, it is. I think you've got to take the good with the bad. You know, we're going to come off and we're going to score 250 one game, or we might be bowled out for 80. So you've got to take, as I said, take the good with the bad. But probably just asking for a little bit more ownership from the batters. I think it's all well and good to hit a 6 for 4, another 6, and then get out. Let's take a little bit more ownership as a batting unit, and I believe, you know, a couple of partnerships will get the total that we want, and I've no doubt our bowlers will defend it.
So have you imposed a curfew on the boys for tonight?
No, go for it. keep them in a good space, and they'll turn up. So no, we've never been a team to put curfews or whatnot. We're very relaxed, but we've got full faith, and you know, we give them a leash, and it's a long leash, so it's totally up to them. They're accountable, and we're grown men, so they can make their own choice.
Well, I mean, you've had a little bit of time off for the team as a whole. I mean, are you looking forward to sort of, you know, wiping that slate when you come back tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we've watched a lot of Big Bash games and feel like we've only played the 2 and had a big break. It's like, oh, we're falling behind. But saying that, you know, towards the back end, when we've got to play more games, then the destiny is in our hands. We're not relying on other results. So, yeah, we've got total control there. And yeah, look, you might seem like you're behind the 8 ball now, but we can get momentum now with a lot of games in a row. get the ball rolling that way and hopefully get a few wins on the board.
We've seen batters with Majib, they're very cautious. Last game they went after Sweppo. Is that a bit of a challenge for him to take on now, I guess?
Yeah, I think so, but I think Sweppo's taken on that challenge. He's bowled really well the first couple of games, and we've seen what Majib can do. So I guess we've got to keep being proactive because teams will work out how to utilise their batters against our 2 quality spin bowlers. So we've got to try and combat that and keep thinking on our feet. I've always said, and you probably heard it over the mic on the field, that I just want the bowlers to be very clear on their plans. If they hit their best ball, and so be it. That's cricket.
What is it about the day games that you love? Is it the ball, the pitch acts a bit differently, or?
I actually find it a bit easier to see during the daytime. Yeah, it's something about it, and I just, as a kid growing up, you played cricket throughout the day, so being mainly 2020 for me, I don't play too much cricket throughout the daytime, so as a kid that's all I did. So going back to like the grassroots, it's a hell of a fun, and if you get the win you can have an early beer.
Just with that, the Gold Coast is somewhat interested in getting its own franchise. Do you think there's enough talent within the pool to have more teams?
Got to be pretty careful what I say, but I don't believe there's enough talent, and I think if we have a team down here, I think it might last 1 or 2 years and it'll fizzle out, personally, with all due respect. But that's why I reckon it's great for the Brisbane Heat to come down and play cricket, and the fact that we've got 14 games in the year allows us to play a couple of games down here and then a couple of international games, which I think is just right at the moment. And this time of year there's no better place to play cricket at the Gold Coast. I think you might struggle once you're going back to school to get the crowds and the numbers that you want. So right now I think the BBL's nailed it, and you've seen the last game, I think 13,000 turned up even though it was a hailstorm, so it'll be interesting to see how many turn up tomorrow. Hungover or not, it's going to be a great day.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Get a win on the board.
Thank you, mate. And now.